Hello, friend. My name is Laura Ricketts, and I want to welcome you to FiLumena, brought to you through Freedom Coaching. FiLumena looks and sounds like a funny name, but it's the Latin spelling of Saint Philomena's name, and it means daughter of the light. FiLumena is a faith-centered, transformational program for wives who have been shattered by betrayal. Rooted in Christ and drawing from Pope John Paul II's philosophy, we provide comprehensive, compassionate support that restores dignity, strengthens identity, empowers women to rediscover hope, rebuild trust, and embrace their identity as daughters of the light. How do I know it works? Because not only have I spent the last 10 years developing and refining FiLumena, I've also lived it. And my friend, if that's your reality right now, if you're here because your world feels like it's been turned upside down because of betrayal, I know how you feel. I've been there. My husband was hopelessly hooked on pornography for over 20 years. Over those 20 years, it sometimes seemed like he was trying to find new and creative ways to betray me all over again, and then betray our marriage vows. We have a crazy story. But that story, it's one of redemption. Because now my husband is no longer a slave to pornography. I am no longer living like my world has been shattered. And our marriage, honestly, is stronger than ever. In fact, I can now look back on those 20 years without pain, without shame, and full of joy, because those 20 years now tell a love story. A love story not just about me and my husband, but a love story about how the God who made me took care of me, romanced me, stepped in where my husband couldn't, and reminded me that I am his beloved daughter. That, my friend, can be you. I want to invite you to step into healing. Healing can be defined as the process of integrating our experiences and our reality into everyday life in such a way that our past no longer hurts us. This type of transformational healing is only possible with hope and with trust in the God who created you to be his beloved daughter. Healing happens best when you feel supported, truly seen, and safe. That's why FiLumena uses one-to-one video sessions, and in between those sessions, you'll receive exercises and reflections and practices to strengthen your growth and to keep you feeling supported throughout the whole process. We will be using the Ricketts FiLumena healing cycle, and together we'll journey through 5 phases of healing, eventually arriving at a place of deeper peace, rediscovered hope, rebuilt trust, and restored relationships. In each phase, you'll be given practical tools, specific prayers and action steps to take, building up your emotional resiliency toolbox, and gaining confidence in setting healthy boundaries and healthy expectations for relationships. In phase 1, you'll share your story. We will look at the past and what we can learn from it, and you'll be given space to process the present reality of betrayal, space to grieve the marriage you thought you had, and then space to process and look through and to the future with hope. During phase 1, we'll also explore how to receive love, most especially God's love, which can sometimes feel distant or even missing when our world has been shattered. Phase 1 can take anywhere from approximately 3 to 6 sessions because we're going to go at a pace that's comfortable for you. Phases 2 through 5 each comprise about 4 sessions each. In phase 2, we explore what it is to surrender, to give up control, and then to forgive. Sometimes that even includes forgiving ourselves. It's very common after a betrayal to want to control something, our environment, our husbands, our lives. This is such a normal response to feeling like the rug has been pulled out from under you. Together, we will gently work through letting go of a false sense of security, a false sense of control, and stepping out in greater trust, surrendering that control to God, who is the provider of real security. Phase 3 will see us deep diving for peace, making peace with ourselves, with our reality, with our husbands, and making peace with the uncertainty of the future. Peace, ultimately, is a gift from God, and it's a disposition that we can only receive after we have forgiven, surrendered, and learned how to receive from the Lord the gifts that He wants to give us. In Phase 3, we'll also learn more about the brain-body connection and how betrayal wires us for primitive survival, and healing restores our nervous system to a calm state. The tools that we'll learn in Phases 1 through 3 to help us calm our nervous systems and switch off that fight, flight, freeze, or fawn state, it will help us to reach this place of peace. Once we have deepened peace, it's time to re-examine our story from a place of deeper healing. We will uncover the lies that we've told ourselves about our identity, about our worth, and about our beauty, and we will speak the truth. Together, in Phase 4, we'll rewrite the negative narratives that may have lived rent-free in your mind for years, or maybe just recently took up residency with this betrayal that you're now trying to navigate. Rewriting our narrative and retelling our story is a key step in healing, because how we talk to ourselves, about ourselves, and about our reality is powerful. John 8:32 says, "You will know the truth, and the truth will set you free." We will learn how to live in the truth and to speak about our reality without it hurting us. This organically moves us into the final phase, which is integration and action. In this phase, everything that we've learned, practiced, and prayed about comes together. It's truly transformative. I would love to talk with you more about FiLumena through Freedom Coaching. So if you'd like to schedule a free consultation, just click the button below and find a time that works for you. I will look forward to meeting you. And remember, you are not alone. It is possible to rediscover hope, rebuild trust, and restore relationships with FiLumena.